Well, as the Treasurer has said, it's all about jobs. So the government is expecting unemployment to cap out at 8%, and it's looking or expecting to have about 1 million jobs created over the next 4 years, and about half of those are going to be supported by government. So the first tool in the Treasurer's tool bag is the JobMaker hiring credit. So what this scheme is a scheme to help employers employ people who've been unemployed, say on JobSeeker, by providing a wage subsidy up to $200 per week for 12 months, provided that employee remains in employment and the overall headcount of the organisation remains at least at level or perhaps increases over the period. So the government is expecting this to support 450,000 new employees over the next 3 years, and it's going to cost them something in the vicinity of $4 billion. So the second tool available to the Treasurer is the Apprentices Wage Subsidy. So this scheme will provide a 50% wage subsidy for employers who bring on new apprentices or trainees. And it gives a capped amount of about $7,000 per quarter or $28,000 per year. And it's available to employers in any industry of any size, in any location, but it is capped to the first 100,000 apprentices. And the government thinks this will cost them about $1.2 billion over the next year. So the third tool is around skills training. And the government's announced an exemption from fringe benefits tax for expenses that employers incur in retraining their staff. And that might be to do something different within their current business, or indeed, if they're about to be made redundant, in a new business elsewhere. Currently, this comes with a tax cost for the employer, and so this exemption will make it more cost effective for employers to retrain their staff so that they can get new jobs with their business or elsewhere. And the final tool is around helping businesses to focus less on administration and more on doing what they're doing as far as business goes, and thereby create jobs. And these are changes to the small business tax concessions. And what the government's doing here is actually changing the rule of a small business. And it's increasing the threshold, the aggregate turnover threshold, from $10 million to $50 million. And this will allow about 20,000 additional businesses to access these tax concessions. So what are the concessions? Well, there's some concessions around getting immediate tax deductions for certain expenses and prepaid expenses. There's also some FBT exemptions for car parking and for portable electronic devices given to employees. And finally, there's some simplified rules which apply to things like trading stock, to the calculation of PAYG instalments, and accounting for GST purposes. Please visit the BDO website for more information.